I had to make sure I set those boundaries and stand 10 toes down on it. I was the man. I don't think you realize how much mental stress that puts on you when you hold on to unnecessary things. Hello loves, and welcome back to a new video. We are heading back into our feminine energy series, the things that I possess, do, and have done to help me along my journey. And today we have some very serious topics. Some very serious, eye-opening, but life-changing topics. And I'm really happy to go ahead and talk to you about these topics because they have been and still are, and I know they will continue to be life-changing for me and for you. But first, let's go ahead and get the logistics out the way. If you are new here and have never seen my face, my name is ArleesiaRheenay, and on this channel you'll find all types of content ranging from plus size fashion, beauty, lifestyle, and a little bit of femininity, doing it the godly way. So if those are videos that you like to watch, I think you should go ahead and join the family, become a part of the Love Gang, and hit that subscribe button down below. And also be sure to follow me on all of my social media platforms so that you can keep up with me on my day-to-day. And if you are not new here and you are returning, hello, thank you so much for clicking on another video of mine. But if you too are not yet subscribed, what are you doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, girl. You know you want to. You back for another video. I think you will thoroughly, no, matter of fact, I know you will thoroughly enjoy my channel here. And I also hope that you are following me on my social media platforms as well. Like I said, we have some serious topics that we need to discuss and that I know will be life-changing for you because they have been life-changing for me. And I'm not going to keep you guys any longer. We're going to go ahead and jump straight into it so that, girl, we can get to chatting. All right? So let's go ahead and do that and jump straight into the video. The things that I possess and do and have done that has helped me along my feminine journey and that I found so important is what I have curated this series on. As you've known, if you've seen any of the videos, and like I said earlier, I am here to give you a few more tips. So tip number 1 is learning to speak with love. You know, I never realized how important it was to just simply speak with love, no matter who you're speaking to. Speaking with love allows you to come from a soft place, and we all know who are on this feminine journey that being feminine means residing in a soft spot and in a soft lifestyle, and just being able to tap into that softness when you're speaking, to me, is like a game changer. When you speak with love, whether you are telling the person something that they don't want to hear, telling the person about themselves, because the way you are talking and the tone you are using and the words you are using, and that it is coming out so gently, it is often received very well. I have realized by speaking with love that I actually attract more than I did when I was speaking from a rough place. Even if I was having a really difficult day, I would just be like, you know, everything is going to be okay. I'm going to be good. I am just going to put my best foot forward. And though sometimes it was very difficult, I just knew that that was something I had to do, because ultimately when you speak with love, things just get so much better for you. I've stated during this series before that I have an issue with slowing down and just talking at a good pace and not rushing. And when you speak with love, you have to choose your words wisely. And when you are choosing your words wisely, you are able to sit there and think about the words that you are going to use. It allows you to slow down, to pace yourself, and actually use the words that are going to do more good than harm. You know, me and my husband started this whole speak with love thing because sometimes I was a little rough. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I was a little rough, and I realized that I just got a better reaction, a better response, better treatment when I spoke with love, no matter what the conversation was between me and my husband. And sometimes now we'll get into, you know, a heated conversation. I'll be like, you got to speak with love. Or he'll tell me, don't you tell me to speak with love. And ultimately, after some time, it becomes funny because it's like, wow, like speaking with love actually does change the situation and can ultimately change the outcome of whatever conversation you're having. Moving on to our second topic, which is people just may not understand. And when I say people may not understand, when you start this new journey, you have to realize that this new journey is for you. And I'm not going to say for you alone, because obviously people learn from it, like us, you know. I'm telling you about my journey, you guys tell me about your journey, so we learn from each other. But ultimately, we started this journey because there was something about ourselves, something from within ourselves that we wanted to change. And it's okay if people don't understand that. I think one of the hardest realizations that I had to come to during this journey, and that I'm still learning to cope with, is that this can sometimes be a very lonely journey. And the only reason why I'm using air quotes around the word lonely is because I believe in God, one. I have a husband who is supportive, two. So I'm not really lonely, but when it comes to friendships or people that, you know, you work with, family, they may not understand it, and you will have to take this journey alone. You will have to really stand 10 toes down and say, you know what, it's okay that you may not understand it, but as long as I understand it, as long as me and God have a connection and we are doing this together, and I know I'm on the right path and the path that's designated for me, it doesn't matter whether or not you understand it. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, once you start this journey, once you start living in this journey and people start to see the change, they be like, oh my gosh, okay, she really knew what she was doing. So look, it's okay if people don't understand right away. It's okay if people don't understand ever. As long as you have the reasonings and you had that conversation with yourself, with God, and made sure you were on the right path and was doing what you were supposed to do, that's all that matters. Now, I will say during this alone season of mine, prayer that I have prayed and still pray is that God allowed me to find my people. And when I say my people, I mean people that he feels is right for me in this season, in this time in my life. Because, I mean, let's be honest, you know, doing things by yourself and having that feeling of loneliness is not always fun. I'm going to be so honest with you. It is not fun. But I know that he's going to send the right person, the right people, the right group of girls at the right time for me. And maybe right now in this season in my life and in this season and timeline in my journey, maybe I don't need any outside people. Maybe I don't need any influences. Maybe I don't need any talking in my ear to distract me from what it is that I have my mind set on. So when they say God's timing is the best timing, baby, it's the truth. Just give it to God, pray about it, and I wholeheartedly believe that he is going to send whoever, whenever, when the right time comes. Baby, this is a big one, okay? Like, this is such a big one for me, and I have to be honest, this was a topic that I was not really ready to talk about because it hits home, okay? Like, it truly hits home, and it is the support of your family. Whew. And that's a rough one. That is a rough one. Now, like I said before, my husband is very supportive. Everything I come to him with, I'm like, okay, I want to do this, I'm going to do that. Okay, so what we need to do, you know, like, he's very, very supportive. And I'll be like, Oh, okay. Like, I wasn't expecting you to be on board, but my husband is very supportive, and I'm so grateful and thankful to God for that. But we do have family members who are not supportive, and you guys, like I said, this hit home because I deal with it too. I deal with it right now. But if there's anything that I say in this video that I hope you really hold on to it and take heed to what I'm saying, is it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because there was one day I was sitting there and I had put out a video and I was talking to a family member about it, and it was like, oh, okay, yeah, that's good, you did your little video. Okay, and we all know, honey, that word little, ooh, that thing sting, because it's like, baby, anything that I do is not little. Like, let's not even go there. But anywho, I'm seeing this family member watch other people's videos and they don't even watch mine, and I'm just like, dang, like, that cut deep, because you tell me you don't got time to watch my videos, but you watching somebody else's videos. So, ooh, okay. So I remember that night, I went to God and I was like, God, first I was like, what did I do wrong? Like, what did I do wrong that made this person not even want to take the 15 minutes, 20 minutes to just even watch my video? And God ultimately told me, like, look, it doesn't matter who's not there for you, because I'm there for you. So even though that person is giving you the cold shoulder, literally just being rude and disrespectful in your face, it doesn't matter. Because ultimately, I'm all that you need. I'm going to send those people to your video to help get you to where I want you to be. I'm going to send those people to that video who needs help from that video, or who that video is going to help. So don't worry about who does not support you, because I'm going to get you all the support that you need. And when he told me that, I was like, oh, Jesus. Like, Lord, now come through, because that right there, honey, that just put the cherry on top. But I had to sit there and realize that even though you could be putting your all into something, family might not give you the help and the support that you are expecting, or that you would think they would give you. When I started this journey, I came from I'm not going to say a very dark place, but I came from a very masculine place. I was the man. Like, I was the man. I was tough. I was rough. Like, I was all of that. And like I said before, that was not who I wanted to be. That is not who God designed me to be. And I was not allowing my husband to do his job. But when it came to me being on this journey and changing up things, the way I talk, the way I act, the way I respond to things, I realized that with family, I had to make sure I set those boundaries and stand 10 toes down on it. Because let me tell you something, there is no one more in this world that will sit here and challenge you on the new person that you're trying to become than family. And I don't know why that is. I don't know if it's because they want you to be that old person. They never want you to change. They're scared of change. They feel like they might not know this new person. Like, I don't know what it is. But for me, I just know when it came to certain family members, me on this journey, honey, was just like an ultimate no. And they would break those boundaries. They would try to pull you back to the past and be like, oh, well, remember this, remember that. And don't get me wrong, it's not a bad thing to reminisce, but when they're constantly bringing it up, it's like, no, you're not bringing it up to tell a funny story. You're bringing it up to kind of remind me of who I was and try to pull me back into that place. And baby, we're not doing that. We're not looking in the back of us. We are looking forward, and we are moving forward. So if this does not pertain to you and your family is 1000% behind you, then babies, kudos to you. I'm so grateful that you don't have to go through this. But me, myself, I had to go through it. I still go through it, but I have remained stern and working so hard on who I am becoming and the boundaries that I set for myself, so that I can make sure that nothing and no one moves me out of the direction that God has me going. And certainly last but not least, I feel like this might be the biggest one ever, and it is to learn to forgive. Just as simple as that. Just learn to forgive. Going through life, you feel as though sometimes you just have to hold on to things so that you never get hurt again in that way, or so that you can kind of treat people the way that they treated you and you can get back at them. But I don't think people actually realize the damage that they're doing to themselves when they don't learn to forgive. And I know some people may think like, what do you mean the damage they're doing to themselves? First and foremost, learning to not forgive and just holding on and harboring bad feelings about someone causes so much internal stress. Like, I don't think you realize how much mental stress that puts on you when you hold on to unnecessary things. Because you can't tell me that you don't sometimes find yourself in the car by yourself, taking a shower, whatever it is, and you having a whole conversation or replaying the argument or replaying the situation or thinking about what you could have said differently or how you could have hurt that person more. Like, you can't tell me that that's not what happens to you. And you take up a lot of room and a lot of space within you just holding on to that. And I feel as though when you learn to forgive, you should first learn to forgive the person, the people, whatever it is, for you. Not for them first, but for you, because it will save you so much time. It will save you plenty of headaches. It will actually put you on the right track to be a better person, to be more in your feminine energy, to be more relaxed. Because anybody that's holding on to something, you probably see it face all scrunched up, they got premature wrinkles because they upset. Like, child, it's too much. And ultimately you end up feeling the hurt, the pain, having to take medication, getting Botox, wondering why you need to go get back massages and all that stuff, because you have so much stress and you're so tense because you are holding on to unforgiveness. You just need to forgive them for yourself. When you hold on to this stuff and you don't forgive people, you are ultimately holding on to negativity. And negativity is the number one mood killer. And I feel as though negativity is like alcohol. You have that one person, or you may know a person that drinks so much that you start to smell the liquor just pouring out of their pores. It's literally the same thing. The negativity just starts to pour out of your pores. It starts to pour out of your mouth. It starts to just take over your whole mind, how you think about things, how you see things, how you receive things. And it's just like, whoa, when did everything just get so bad that any and everything is just negative for you? Somebody could be like, oh, what a beautiful day, but because you are holding on to so much negativity, oh, it ain't that beautiful, it was the same way yesterday. And it's just like, okay. Or, well, this done happen, but at least thank God I got the money to fix it. Oh, child, please, but it'd be so much better if it didn't happen, because now you gotta sit here and use the money and you didn't even plan on using it. And it's just like, no. I mean, let's keep it 100 with ourselves. No one wants to be around that negative person, because who wants to deal with negativity? I mean, there's so much going on in the world. There's so much going on in our lives, on the job, that is negative already. And then I gotta sit here and be around somebody that's negative too? Like, no, thank you. And lastly, when you learn to forgive, your mind is just so much more clearer. Your mind is at such peace. Your body is at peace. Your heart is at peace. Everything is at peace because you have chosen to be, one, the bigger person in whatever situation it is. You have also chosen to pick what is probably one of the hardest decisions for some people out there to make. And I know that sounds so crazy, but honestly, choosing to forgive people is really a hard decision for some of us as humans to make, because I feel like it's instinctive to just hold on to it, because it's like a defense mechanism. You hold on to it so that you never have to go through it again. But you decided to be the bigger person and choose to just get rid of the negativity and just forgive the person. And your mind is so much more clear. Your heart is so much more pure. And that then in turns allows us to live in that feminine energy, and also go back to the first category in which we spoke about, which was speaking with love. Because if you don't have love within your heart, if you don't have love within yourself, how can you speak with it? So just go ahead and forgive. You know, even if they don't want to forgive you, it's okay. But as long as you know deep down within your heart and your soul and your mind that you forgave the person, the situation, whatever it is, that's all that matters, because you know that you now have a clear conscience and can move on with a much happier and clearer life. And that brings us to the end of this video, loves. I hope you all enjoyed. You guys, please let me know down below in the comment section what you guys thought about the video, what you thought about these topics, baby, because I felt like they were some very interesting and eye-opening topics. I just have to say myself, honestly. But I hope you all enjoyed it. Again, if you are not yet subscribed, go ahead, hit the subscribe button down below and join the love family. And yeah, I will see you all in the next video. Bye, loves.